Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Instacart Pearls of Wisdom. I got so many pearls of wisdom, but where do you put them when you work for Instacart, right? Got your cuppa? I got my cuppa. Anyway, you can never put trust and support and Instacart all in the same sentence. You just can't. I just got off with an Instacart support person. And if you're a customer, just know that they come from another country. They don't speak English. They have a script that they read from, and they only text. There's no words, there's no people, there's no voice, there's no humanity in it whatsoever. They have all the flowery words where I certainly understand. And in going over your record, you're an excellent Instacart shopper. Oh, I am? Oh, thank you. Have you been watching me? Thank you. Can you tell those customers that give poor ratings that I'm a good shopper if all you want to do is help me today? They used to have a thing. This is for new shoppers and customers alike. If you gave a poor rating, you had to give a reason why if you were a customer. And that is so we could have some feedback on what it is that we're doing wrong. Who knows? We could be making a mistake that we just don't know. Sometimes it could be as simple as they don't like the way their groceries are bagged. Well, sometimes at the end, at the checkout, some of the people they have bagging don't know that you don't put a half gallon of milk on a bunch of grapes. They just don't know that. There's no brain connection. They shouldn't be baggers. Baggers are just like Instacart shoppers. You can raise yourself, you can elevate yourself to the top of your game by knowing you don't put Comet cleanser in with a head of red leaf lettuce. You don't do that. There's a lot of things that, once again, this is a common sense sort of video. And so sometimes things are beyond our control as shoppers. And try as we might, when we get to the checkout after all the care and picking and everything that we've done, making sure there's no dings in your cans, there's no bruises on your pears, that everything, the bagger can trash it all because they don't understand. There's so many things that can happen. So anyway, I just got off the phone with the Instacart support, not. And, I asked why I got dinged on my rating yet again. And it's like, well, I'm going over your record and you're an excellent shopper and you have excellent reviews. So why? I don't know. There's just nothing that shows why. Well, if I'm contacting Instacart about my ratings and they can't figure it out, then how do I end up with the lowered rating? So they used to have to give the reason and they don't anymore. So the customers are just free and willy-nilly. They can take out the heat, the out of stock item, the fact that Instacart promised that you'd be there by 8 o'clock at night at the latest, and then they made the order go till 8 a.m. the next day. All out of our control, right? So it's difficult to want to give people what it is they want. And now there's a new fluky thing. Now Instacart dude, had something. He had a video that was kind of alluding to all of this. Suddenly, like when we had a bunch of ratings that mattered, the 5-star ratings, and that was what in the algorithm of the ratings, who knows what, mattered. And then suddenly, they took away a lot of our 5-star ratings. I don't know. It's all in the background, and it's all gray and murky, which is just the way Instacart is with us, the shoppers. And so there's a lot of confusion going on about that as well. And so it's just so difficult because they keep changing the rules. They keep changing how it is for us. They keep getting in the way of us doing what we love, which is shopping. And I guess there should be more education about, supply stream of groceries and out of stock items being not our not in our control. So I get frustrated because I'll read the comments that people leave below, and thank you for the comments. I do love them, and I learn from them as well. And I hope that some of you people that watch the video do read the comments, because there's certain things that you can learn about us as shoppers, or what it's like to be a customer. I know that some shoppers, those of us, we will do an Instacart order just to see on our end how it goes. Can you tip? Is it an easy thing? Like I said in a previous video, if you don't know how to tip on Instacart and you value your shopper doing what they do and you respect them, and you know that we're paid like $7 to go there, and like maybe it used to be like a buck an item. That's the punchline. It's not that way anymore. We can shop for your shopping, and it's like a $200 order, 45 different items, and you can tip us $7 for that, and that would be like a $24 order or something like that. It's just crazy. It's getting to the store, driving through the traffic, shopping, buying the $50 thermal bags to make sure that your item is as cold as it's possible to be, and then I buy ice packs on top of that because it's like the heat index is 100, just to do the shopping. So your stuff is as taken care of as it possibly can be when it's in my custody, right? And so anyway, if you don't know how to tip on Instacart and you value what the shopper does, take a $20 bill out of your stack and put it in an envelope with that name on it. Or maybe even greet them at the door with your mask and your double mask and your, all the gear that you wear because you're afraid of us. An aside, because that's what I do, digress. I was cashiering the other day, and a guy was checking out, and he had all the gear on, like in the middle of the pandemic when we had all the fear and there was no vaccine. And he said, "Could you hurry it up, because I got to get out of here before the German people get here." It's like, okay, quick. So anyway, it's just nice to be appreciated. And those that tip well in the app, they've figured it out. So it is something that can be figured out. And then they'll throw some more cash when we deliver. It's so nice to be appreciated. So nice. And it's lovely to get a 5-star comment. We like that. Our esteem likes that. We get no support from Instacart. None whatsoever. I mean, it's so funny. Like, if you work for a nonprofit where your feelings count, because I've worked for nonprofits where everybody's feelings count, and they have all these meetings all the time, and they send you to all these personal growth things and pay the $100 for each for the employees to go, and they pay for the ticket, and they pay for us to have a day off to learn how to care for other people and have compassion and empathy and everything else. And then you work for Instacart, where it's like they don't care about the shoppers. And we are the brand ambassador. We are out there doing whatever your gig work is, be it Uber, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Lyft, delivering bags of groceries after somebody else has shopped for them, dreaded Instacart, all of them. But there is no more punishing company than Instacart, just so everybody knows. I don't know about Cornerstone. We don't have it here. I don't know about Shipt. Sometimes I'll read some things about Shipt, and people love working for them because they don't fill in the blanks. And then other people hate working for Shipt because they fill in the blanks, and the blanks are the same. It's like, well, are they supportive to the shopper or aren't they? I don't know. I mean, we don't allow plastic anymore here on the Cape because we're trying to save our environment, and seagulls get all tangled up in them, and they get all tangled up in the 6-pack plastic rings too. And environmentalists want us to recycle, and so we're aware, right? And so they banned plastic bags in the stores. Well, when it's raining out, let me tell you, as an Instacart shopper, the brown bags don't work. You end up having to double bag everything anyway. So it's so funny. And sometimes they have holes in the bottom. It's so weird. Just the way that they manufacture them and the glue and the sticking and the holes anyway. So we do the best we do the best we can. And it's so funny because, how much college education did a lot of us have to be, going to the grocery store, bagging our own groceries, shopping for somebody else, bagging for somebody else, delivering to somebody else. And, our lives are held in the palm of your hand with a low tip, no tip, bad rating. It's just, isn't it silly? I mean, it's kind of silly, right? 70 years old. I got enough degrees to fill my Girl Scout sash, like we did with the badges for, like, learning how to cook on a, outside camping things and packing the right things for camping and using bug spray, all of that. And so swimming and all that. It's like, it's so funny because it's like, here I am at 70, shopping for other people that don't, they, some care. And it's so nice to get somebody that's appreciative. There are no words for that. It's like better than a box of chocolates, right? To have somebody say, "Thank you so much. I don't want to go out there. I don't like crowds." I had a lady yesterday and a couple of things were out of stock, and she was like, "I guess they're here." And I go, "Yeah, they are here. You should be here. You would see that they are here. When you can't park, when you get out to the parking lot and you see that your newish car has yet another ding on it, another hit and run, because people don't care. It's all about them. When the special people are in the stores, it's so funny to see them. You know, the arrows have been taken away so you can go this way on the in the aisles now. And people don't care. They're special. They're here and they're here for 3 days. And so you better get out of their way because they need to get their stuff because they're special. So we step aside and we just look at them and they don't see us because their back is to us. And you just look at them and you just say, wow, you are special, aren't you? You know, it's like they're bumper stickers now that say, I'm not on your vacation. And it's like, so we do the best we can, right? Working in a resort area, it's comical for me at 70 now because it's like people are making up, and especially post pandemic, they're making up for all the concerts they missed, all the restaurants they missed, all the whatever they missed. And either in their shopping app, that we shop for them, or seeing them in the store, doing their must have grocery shopping. I get it. They're making up for it. I know. I live in a resort area. I love it. There's nothing like driving down, you know, like notice I'm not going to the beach. I'm driving by the beach on a delivery order, and how beautiful it is. How beautiful and wonderful living in a resort area with the plushness of everything, the beautiful, beautiful gardens and lawns and homes and beaches and trees and flowers. Everything is it's so lovely. It's so abundant and fragrant, and it just is lovely. And so we get to partake in that even when we're working. That's the best part about being a shopper, is that we can get out there and do that. Isn't that great? So it's just another day of doing what we do, hoping we survive, delivering to somebody, doing a triple batch because that's what Instacart gives us. And we figure, oh, I've got this. It's under 40 items. And one of the three customers is just a cake. I had that yesterday. It was one of those cakes where it's 2 strawberry and 2 lemon and 2 carrot cake and 2 vanilla. And it was like that was all that was on their order. So it was really like a double batch with the cake thrown in, right? I should have gotten one for myself. And so, we do what we do. We love what we do. If we didn't love what we do, we would have gone to abuse counseling on what Instacart does for us a long time ago and gone back to work in the office where they send us to personal growth things where we learn to care for other people and really, really feel it instead of getting the abuse that we get. But we love what we do and we feel purposeful. If you're like me and you're doing gig work, you feel purposeful. whether it's delivering a Jersey Mike's sub, a Starbucks couple of iced coffees in our thermal bags, or a whole Instacart order that we shopped our hearts out for. Not that, don't get out the violin. I wasn't saying that for the violin, but we do the best we can do with the conditions we can. I can't make the traffic part because I'm on my way to your house and I can't go faster. I can buy the $50 thermal bags and put your groceries in them, all the frozen things, and hope that the rating for that thermal bag from Amazon for $50 really means it. I can buy the $30 ice block things that I put in my third freezer to make sure that they're there for you to keep your items chilled. We do everything we can. It's summer. We should feel free. We should enjoy it. We should look at things, expect disappointment. I always think of Carrie Elwes in Princess Bride when he was lying on that bed and he was injured from a duel, and what was her name? She's in like House of Cards. Robin Wright. Robin Wright Penn. No more Penn. And how, she was whining about something and he was saying just kind of, you need to get over it in that British accent. And I love it. And it's like, expect disappointment. Just because the pandemic's over and we got vaccine doesn't mean that everything is perfect and it's some Disney cartoon with the women in their gowns and the birds are flying, the bluebirds are flying around. There's still disappointments, and we might disappoint you, but we still do the best we can to substitute, to find alternatives, to get you what you want. We care. It's Instacart that doesn't care, okay? So just remember that. Instacart doesn't care. Supply chains with groceries, they do the best they can. It's not their fault in produce that there's no grocery drivers because they pay the grocery drivers $10 less an hour for this store that you chose for your groceries. It's just this little disappointments all through life, and we need to get over it. And understand and respect the humanity in all of it. Every human being that has to do without in the chain of getting you your groceries doesn't like things out of stock, damaged, late, or not available. We all want you to be happy. It's Instacart that doesn't give a hoot, okay? Just remember that when you get your order, Instacart doesn't care. They don't care about the shopper. They don't care about the customer. They care about their bottom line. And they laugh at all of us about how little they pay, how little they pay us, how much they charge you, the customer, and that greed is the name of their game. And it's very, very sad. But we continue to do the best we can for you. So thank you for watching. This has been Sarah, Instacart Pearls of Wisdom. Have a grand day. Bye-bye for now.